Shalom, shalom, Israel. Okay, let's get started. Before I get started, I want to say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Salute to the men out here teaching the fullness of the scriptures in these times, because these are treacherous times. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? Okay, out here once again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, to bring out the truth of the scriptures to you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, scattered in all nations, all the other nations. The truth of the understanding of the Bible that you are, that we are the true biblical people of the Bible, the Israelites. My people we really don't believe, man. We really don't believe, man. Let me start out with that one. My people really don't believe. They see, and they don't believe. Let's start out with that one. Don't believe. Let's go Isaiah chapter 1. Didn't even plan on going this way. You know, you keep watching. I'm standing here. As soon as I start speaking, you know, you see heads walking by and they staring at you and shit, looking in disbelief. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. Yes, Israel don't know. The true people of the Bible, are not even trying to consider the fact that they are the true people of the Bible. And knowing that is just a percentage of it. Okay, now what? Now that you know the people of the scriptures, you got to understand that the scriptures was only given to the Israelites. No other nation. The Lord ain't dealt with no other nation. You blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners that scattered in all nations, because it say we will be scattered in all nations. We are the only people that the Bible is written to. We are the only people that the Lord is dealing with. Let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more. Psalms. As soon as I opened up, Northern Kingdom walked by looking at me, man. And he looking and he staring, he slow down, he looking, he staring. They ain't even trying to think about it, man. Psalms 147 and 18. He sendeth out his word by who? His prophets, his men. Hebrews chapter 1 and 1. Hosea chapter 6 and 5. He speak through his men. Psalms chapter 147 and 18. He sendeth out his word and melteth them. He causeth, and it say, don't it say, in another scripture it say, my word will be like fire and burn them. Roughly paraphrasing. He sendeth out his word and melteth them. He causeth his wind to blow and the waters flow. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them, praise ye the Lord. He have not dealt so with any nation. Only nation that the Lord, they could change the Bible all they want to. It don't change what the Lord set up, man. It don't change what the Lord set up. Amos. Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear the word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only, only Israel, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Yeah. Out of all the out of Elam, out of Ham, out of the Philistines, out of the Hagarenes, out of Amalek, out of Edom, out of all these different families, because it's 18 biblical nationalities. Out of all of them, he only chose one. That's Israel. That's Jacob, man. And so when we come out here and people walk by, they drive by, they stare, they glance, we a joke to them, it's fine. Because we understand everybody don't know the Bible. Anybody could pick up a Bible. Anybody could grab a Bible, read it. That don't mean you won't understand the Bible. Because it say right here in Amos the third chapter. The third one. Amos 3 and 3. No, 7. Salaki. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophet. So the secrets of the scriptures is not going to be given to everybody. The secrets of the scriptures is not going to be given to everybody. People still in denial of who the Bible is written to. People in denial of what the names of the Lord is. They still calling on Jesus, even though J wasn't invented, created until 1524. So the name of the Lord couldn't be Jesus. It's not Yahweh. I was watching, what's that chick name? Krishan, or whatever, however the hell you say her name. Krishan, she turned her name, turned over a new leaf. And so she's singing a spiritual song and talk about Yahweh is the only way, or whatever the hell. Yahweh is not correct because there's no E's in the Paleo Hebrew. The true names of the Lord is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shah. That's the true name. And no, they're not the same entity. They're two separate beings. Let's get back to it. Let's go. Yeah, let's get them death angels. Let's go over there. Death angels. Start out with Ezekiel 9 and 1. But like we read in Amos the third chapter, the Lord gonna punish Israel. This place is finished. So measuring the times, we in evil times. And the Lord, judgment start at the house of the Lord. Lord willing, maybe we get that one next. Let's get Ezekiel chapter 9 and let's start at 4. Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And this one had me thinking about this one right here, Revelation 7. Revelation chapter 7 verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel descending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of the Most High in their foreheads. Right? We were just reading that. We were just reading that, Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Yeah, the angels, it's not going to be a physical mark. It's not going to be a mark you can see. Oh, you see, he got the stamp on his forehead. No, it's a spiritual mark. And so just like that word there for mark is the wa, exemption from judgment, is a different word from mark in Revelation 13 and 16, which is scopeo. Nah, that's not scopeo. Scopeo is Romans 16 and 17. Mark them that cause division. That's scopeo. The word mark in Revelation 13, 16 is karagma, which is a carving, engraving. It's a physical. That one is physical. That goes back to their technology. You see, Elon Musk got right now that he got where he putting the devices in people's heads. People that was, they even said now they got one. I seen it. The FDA just approved. They got one that you could put somebody that was born blind. They're going to be able to put a device in their head, and they're going to be able to see. And they said at first, they said it's going to be where you able to see like the old computer graphics, where like stick figures. It'll be like almost like stick figures or whatever the case. And then they said as they develop the technology and it get better, then you'll be able to see in like infrared and all of this type of shit. This is the stuff they got going on right now. So that word, that mark there it's a spiritual. Back here in Ezekiel, it's a spiritual. It's not a physical mark. It's a spiritual mark. Even scopeo in Romans 16 and 17, that's not a physical mark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you checking, scoping them out, watching their movements, watch how they move or whatever. You're not physically touching them though. 5, Ezekiel 9 and 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. And so you see that what the way people are unaliving, the way people are being unalived at alarming rates now. I just seen a thing where I think it was New Orleans, Louisiana down there. They just start shooting on the street. Multiple guys shooting on the street, and I think they said 4 people. One was a girl, deleted right there on the spot, pronounced gone right there on the spot. Another one at the hospital, and then they said they had over 2 dozen people that was also shot, and they were spread out throughout that location in different hospitals. You know, the flooding, you look at the flooding, even in parts of North Carolina, the flooding they have going on, the flooding down there in Florida, the earthquakes, all of these things. I was thinking about it, the lessons. And you know, after you done did 10, 20, and I know I ain't been teaching that long. You know, it get to where it's almost redundant, man. You know what I'm saying? The love of many waxing cold. You could, like I said, you could do one of those videos every day. You could literally do one of those videos every day, man. Dude, dude, um, dude show up. I think this was in, I want to say Houston. I want to say Houston down there. But the chick, she got a boyfriend. The boyfriend tell her, yo, we need to make a quick lick. Go online, and the first dude that holla at you, get him over here. So she do it. They get the dude over there. She come outside. He drive 2.5 hours to go see her. She come outside on the stoop. Soon as he walk over there, her boyfriend jump out. Say, give it up. He don't want to give it up. They get into a shootout. Not a shootout. He didn't even have no gun. He got shot. They deleted him, put him in the back of the trunk, robbed him, put him in the back of the trunk of his car, and drove him somewhere and burnt the car with him in the trunk. It's just happened. Ezekiel chapter 9 and 6. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. Yeah, man. So the Lord is working, man. Redeeming the times, man. Redeeming the times. Understanding what time we in. We in a time of judgment. We are in a time of judgment. So asking for the wrong thing, praying for the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing. If you don't have that mark, if you're not predestined, that could be the last thing you do, man. That could be the last thing you do. The very last thing you do. 7. And he said unto them, who? The angels. The angels we was reading about in Revelation. Them spirits that be created for vengeance. Then we get that one. Let me read this, then we get that one. And he said unto them, defile the house, and fill the court with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. Who? Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Spirits created for vengeance. Yeah, man, you just sit back now, you watch it, you just like, you ain't even, you not really surprised or anything like that. You see what's going on and you like, you know what I mean? Really, you just like, just pray it don't come your way. Because you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and 24. 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for the sinner. So evil things for the sinner. So going back to it, you know that, hey, if you're not on that list, if you don't have that mark, that exemption from judgment, the Dawah, if you don't have that mark, when anything that go down, it could be your time. Tornado, earthquake, you in the mall, they start shooting. You running, you not even nowhere near. You go hide behind a counter or something like that, and a stray bullet come through and hit you, and you gone. Ecclesiasticus 39:26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. Yeah. So all of the things, all these food recalls you got out here, one dude to eat, go and get him a boar's head sandwich, and he fine. The next dude to go and get the same boar's head sandwich, and he gone. Because they done had some more people gone behind deli meat. People still passing away from deli meat. Seen 2 more people this week that unalive behind deli meat. All these things, 39:27. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinner, they are turned to evil. Yeah, again, like I said, man. you go to get some deli meat, you get the same meat. That pack that you got when you came in, you got the last couple of slices. That pack was bad. The dude behind you, they opened a new pack. His pack good. He good. He fine. He had the same turkey you got, just a different pack. The pack you had, it was for you to get. The Lord direct your steps. It ain't no free will. Yeah, 27. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinner they are turned to evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. Going back to it, right? Going back to Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, when they get to going crazy, when the Lord start playing that pinball machine. Because you know when you playing a pinball machine, well, some of y'all might not be old enough to play pinball machine, but you playing a pinball machine and you know the ball gets stuck up there and it ding, 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 and that number just going ding, 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 and the number just counting. When the Lord finally let them spirits go, that the Lord is holding back right now, when the Lord let them spirits go, the toll gonna go up quick. It's gonna go up quick, man. It's gonna go up very quick, man. And then that's when the famine of the word gonna hit. It's gonna be here. Famine of the word gonna be here. And you gonna be looking for the word. You gonna be looking for men of the Lord. Because the church ain't telling you about Jacob's trouble coming. Church ain't telling you about that. The church is telling you about all of their functions and their activities and sow the seed fund and you gonna be blessed and you prosperous and you saved just cause you came in the church and this and this and that. The church is lying to you. The church is lying to you. So when shit hit the fan, Pastor Porkchop ain't gonna have no answers for you. He wasn't taught to have answers. He was taught to pacify you. Pastor Porkchop was taught to pacify you. Hey, shalom, brother Yakarab. Shalom, man. Yahbashim, Yahshabrakatah, man. Shalom. Yeah, the Lord gonna start doing a marvelous work, man. Gonna start doing a marvelous work, man. There be spirits. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And appease the wrath of him that made them. Yeah, they was created for vengeance, man. Some spirits are created for vengeance, man. Oh, the Lord, that's Satan. No, it's the Lord that do all things, man. The Lord do all these things, man. I got about 4 scriptures popped in my head that quick. Let's go. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts. I seen a pack of otters. I seen a pack of otters attack a lady and chew her up. I forget where that was at. A pack of fucking wild otters. I seen a lake in Georgia. Somewhere in Georgia, it's a lake where I ain't gonna lie. Say if that lake is 100 yards long, yo, it was alligators all up and down this lake in Georgia. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his command, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come. They shall not transgress his word. Yeah, man. Going back to those angels, the angels that we read about in Revelation, the 7th chapter, that's being held back right now. So when they created for vengeance, when the Lord get them to go ahead, you know, when what they say, on your mark, get set. When the Lord shoot that starter pistol in the air and say, go get busy, them spirits, them angels, them spirits gonna turn up, man. Them spirits gonna turn up, man. So again, we sit back and we watch all these things and everything, or whatever the case may be. So they say, oh, y'all praying for it? Well, we gonna pray against it? Us praying against it ain't gonna stop it. Oh, y'all happy for it? No, we're not necessarily happy. We understand that you can't do nothing about it. You can't stop the prophecies. You can't do nothing to stop what the Lord already done set up. So what's your best bet? To understand what's coming and accept it. Because it's going to happen. We see it happen. (32) Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. See, there you go. You got to be resolved to what's going to take place according to the scriptures. I can see where you can say, well, you don't know when. Yeah, we don't know when. Nobody know when the day of judgment is going to be. Yahweh Shai said that too. Only the Father in heaven know this thing. So yeah, you could say that. We don't know the time, but you better mentally get yourself prepared. So when you start seeing things, because it say, scriptures say, many hearts failing them for fear of the things that they see, roughly paraphrasing. Men's hearts failing them. Why? Because they ain't prepared for what they gonna see. And even being prepared, how you going? You could mentally get prepared, but if you physically see right now, Yahweh Shai cracked the sky with a bunch of chariots and destruction and all that judgment, how can you get prepared for that? How can you really get prepared for that? Yeah, you can read it until you see it, till it happens. You don't know how you're going to respond to it. Just like when Jacob's trouble started. Everybody, it's easy to talk tough and be strong. It's easy to be all of that stuff now, man. It's easy to be that. Because Jacob's trouble ain't started yet. Esau ain't started snatching nobody up out their crib yet. They ain't tell you just yet you can't go in the supermarket and buy nothing unless you got that device in you. You can't get no gas to go. Okay, well I'm down with the brothers, but I'm 2 hours, 3 hours away from the brothers. Okay, so you can't get no gas. How you gonna link up with the brothers? You didn't think about that, so that made you have a meltdown. So it's easy. It's easy, like Mike Tyson say. What Mike Tyson say? Everybody got a plan till they get hit in the mouth. Once you get hit in the mouth, that plan go out the window, man. You like, shit, that shit hurt. So yeah, it's easy to be, oh, I'm gonna be this in Jacob's trouble, and I'm gonna be this, and I'm gonna be chilling, and I'm gonna be good money, I'm gonna pray, I know I'm gonna have strength. Yeah, it's easy to say now. We ain't get to the trouble yet. You ain't get to the trouble yet. Ecclesiastes 39 and 32. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. Things were written aforetime for our learning. Things were written aforetime for our learning. That we do. Matter of fact, let me get that. That we do patience and comfort of scriptures might have hope. I think that's how it goes. Let me see if I got it. Romans chapter 15 and 4. For whatsoever thing were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of scriptures might have hope. Yeah, man. Have hope that you got the mark from exemption of judgment. Because if you ain't got that, you done. Your goose is cooked. Your goose is cooked. Yeah, you might make it through the device. You might make it through Jacob's trouble. You might even make it through the destruction, the nuclear destruction, when the earth gonna rock to and fro, and then at the last minute, the Lord gonna come back and zap your ass. So you don't know. You might not make it to Jacob's trouble. You never know. So Rock 39 and 32. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. All the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season, so that a man cannot say this is worse than that, for in the time they shall all be well approved. And therefore praise ye the Lord with your whole heart and mouth, and bless the name of the Lord. Yeah, man. That's all you can do, man. Pray that you gonna escape. You gonna escape the things that's coming, man. Sitting there praying and going, God, Lord, please don't judge this place. You know, don't do. That's you going against the grain, man. You swimming upstream. You swimming upstream. You were swimming upstream. First Peter chapter 4. Let's get 12 and jump down. First Peter chapter 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Yeah, we gonna be tried. You gonna be tried. You just better hope you make it through. You just better hope you make it through. You predestined to make it through. Yeah, we still clicking. Make sure we still clicking. Let's go down to 17. First Peter chapter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Lord. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? They not gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it. They not gonna make it. Like I said, my people don't consider. They not consider. They thinking about ways they could be successful here, ways to get some money, ways to come up, ways to get generational wealth. These are the things that they focus on. People ain't thinking about the scriptures. But then, soon as something come, like when they locked this place down, everybody was religious then. Everybody was religious. All types of people popping up out of nowhere. Everybody want to find religion then. All they did was lock this place down. And it's coming again. That's why they pushing this Venezuelan thing. That's why they pushing that. They pushing that. The Venezuelans, the immigrants versus the citizens, the Venezuelans versus the blacks, Kamala people versus Trump people. This is what they doing. They want chaos. They want fighting in the streets so they can enact martial law. But anybody with half a brain, yeah, Trump might be slightly a little bit better than Kamala Harris, but ain't neither one of them fit to run the country. Kamala's a bird brain. Trump too damn old. He about to be 80, ain't he? Too damn old. And then you see what they did with the mayor of New York. He just came out. New York was a sanctuary city. And so he just came out not too long ago and he did a speech for some kind of gala, some kind of whatever. And he was speaking and he was like, yo, we can't keep doing this, man. He said, we got too many people coming in here right now. And New York is going to get destroyed. And you got the Bronx saying, yo, send them to Brooklyn. Brooklyn saying, send them to Queens. Queens saying, send them to Staten Island. And we can't do it no more. And right after that, they came down with this indictment. Why? Because he going against the Democrats. You a Democratic mayor of one of the biggest cities in America, the Big Apple. You the Democratic mayor over them, and you going against not only the president, but the vice president. Kamala Harris is the border czar. She's in charge of the immigrants coming in that you complaining about. You can't do that. The next thing you know, he arrested. 1 Peter chapter 4 and 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall a sinner, where shall an ungodly and a sinner appear? They going to appear on the other side of the ledger. You got the list written in the book of life. The men and women that cry inside for all the abominations that the Wah placed on them. So they on that list, then you gonna have everybody else. Of the nation of Israel. The Lord said 2/3 of my people gonna be cut off and die. 2/3 of the house of Israel, where judgment start with us first. That's all you guys do. Warn them from me. Our job is to come out here and warn y'all. Warn y'all. And this warning today, this one today is warning, measure the times, because it's coming. It's heating up. You're in a crock pot and it's getting hotter. Let's go. 2nd Chronicles chapter 15. Yeah, they didn't even really plan on going this way today, but hey. You know what I'm saying? It all roads tie back. It's still measuring the time. Measuring the time for what? Because judgment start with us, man. The house of Israel, the house of the Lord. And it's getting very, 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 very close. Very, very close. Second Chronicles 15 and 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord power of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul. Going back to he gave his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his commandments unto Israel, roughly paraphrasing. And he have not dealt so with any nation, and they have not known his judgments. I will punish you of all the nations, right? And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord power of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel, that whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel should be put to death. Huh? It's in the scriptures. Oh, I remember the ones that came back to my mind now. Should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman, and they swear unto the Lord with a loud voice and with the shouting and with trumpets and with cornets. Yeah, man. So in Exodus, the 24th chapter, start at 2 or 3, the blood covenant was with Israel. That's who swore by the Lord, Israel. Ain't no other nation swore to keep the law, statutes, commandments. So ain't nobody else gonna get punished like Israel gonna get punished. Oh, Esau, I take that back. Esau gonna get it. Double fold. Esau gonna get it. Let's get that Deuteronomy now. Let's go Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. No, it's all of Satan. Satan is one. Satan always busy. Yeah, busy for the Lord. Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste, right? For the Lord shall judge his people, going back to judgment begin at the house with the house of the Lord, right? For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants, the ones that got the arm mark. When he seeth that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left, and he shall say, where are their gods, their rock, in whom they trusted, which did eat the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offerings? Let them rise up and help you and be your protection. So yeah, you've been calling on white boy Jesus. You've been calling on Yahweh. You've been calling on all these other things, and you ain't get touched yet. And because you ain't got touched yet, you think you in good case. You think you good. You got that little pride. Them guys don't know what they talk about. We good money. But when the Lord finally let them angels back, that's being held back right now, them spirits created for vengeance, when the Lord finally let them go, all of that shit gonna be cut out, man. All that you could call on any name and it don't matter, all that shit gonna be cut out, man. Null and void. It's gonna be all null and void. 39 though. This the point. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. There is any, and there is any, and there is any that can deliver out of my hand. The Lord do all the killing, man. The Lord responsible for everything, man. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord, and sooner or later, the man of war is going to set them spirits loose that was created for vengeance. Right now, it's just a trickle. So you seeing the drip. It's just a drip right now. The faucet not turned all the way open just yet. It's not turned off. So you see, like I seen a dude, he was on IG in Florida. His whole crib was flooded. He literally sitting in his living room. Lights is still on, electricity is still on. He got electrical plugs and all of that stuff. And he was saying how he not getting shot now, whatever the case, electrocuted. So yeah, so that guy, it ain't his time. So he in the house, water, electricity, and all that, and he going live on his camera, making videos, and he good. The next person, they gonna drown in there. They gonna get electrocuted or whatever. Why? Because them spirits was created to get him. It's not your time. Just because it ain't your time don't mean you good. Shit don't mean I'm good. You don't know you don't know you saved until the end. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You don't know if you saved till you in the chariot. That's when you could go, the water y'all by Shem Yahushua. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You have hopes. You like to believe you are the elect. Have hope, pray, have faith. But you can't definitely be acting like you are the elect. You don't know. Yo, I'm here to tell you, man, the food is terrible, man. You try to eat the food is terrible. Food is terrible. The food is terrible. You try to eat the best you can eat, food's still terrible. Food is terrible. Isaiah 45 and 6. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no power besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. See, that's going back to you being safe. You being safe with all of the names that you've been calling on so far. 6, that they may know me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Let's read that one again. Let's read that one again. Isaiah chapter 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. There be vengeance that created for evil, right? We read that. Still clicking. Let's go. Let's go. The cause of evil. Jonah 1 and 7. Jonah chapter 1 and 7. Then said they unto him, tell us, no, that's 8. 1 and 7. Jonah 1 and 7. And they said, every one to his fellow, come and let us cast lots, that we may know for whose cause this evil is upon us. So they cast lots, and the lot fell upon Jonah. Then said they unto him, tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us. What is thy occupation, and whence comest thou? What is thy country, and of what people art thou? And he said unto them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord. I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord, the power of heavens, which hath made the sea and dry land. Yeah, man. Jonah showed up to Nineveh. He showed up, and they was like, yo, why is all this evil getting ready to come upon us? Why is this evil coming upon us? Who pronounced this evil against us? The Lord. Jonah didn't say Satan. The devil. The devil always busy, y'all. The devil. Second. Okay, this is Alicia. We could go. That was Jonah. This is Alicia. Let's go. Let's go. 2 Kings chapter 2. Second Kings chapter 2 and 18. And when they came again to him, for he tarried at Jericho, he said unto them, Did I not say unto you, go not? And the men of the city said unto Elisha, behold, I pray thee, the situation of this city is pleasant, as my Lord seeth, but the water is not naught, and the ground barren. And he said, bring me a new curse, a new cruse, and put salt therein. And they brought it to him, and he went forth unto the spring of the waters, and cast the salt in there, and said, thus saith the Lord, I have healed these waters. There shall not be from thence any more death or barren land. So yeah, the Lord had the water tainted, and Elisha went up there, and the Lord was the one with a prayer from Elisha. The Lord instructed Elisha what to do. And so with a prayer from Elisha, the water was fixed. Going back to who is the one that creates evil? Who the one that does this thing? And because of the water, it was death. It was death in the air. The plants, the people. And he went forth unto the spring of the waters, and cast salt in there, and said, thus saith the Lord, I have healed these waters. There shall not be from thence any more death or barren land. So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elisha, which he spoke. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked on them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. The Lord does evil. The Lord does evil, man. The Lord does evil. Oh, he's only good. The Lord does evil too. It's all sanctioned by the Lord. And he turned back and looked on them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the woods, and tear 42 children of them. And so you look at that and you go, man, a prophet of the Lord said a prayer to the Lord, cursed these little kids, and 2 bears came and tore their little asses up. It's all of the Lord, man. It's all of the Lord. It's all of the Lord. Just like we read in Romans 15, right? We read in Romans 15. Let's go Psalms chapter 34. Things are written aforetime for our learning, right? Psalms chapter 34 and 6. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. So yeah, again, you ain't gonna be able to keep the things that's coming. Praying that they don't come is not gonna work. You better pray that you can make it do them when it do come. When any catastrophes, natural disasters or whatever, you're supposed to be praying that you're going to make it through it. That it's not going to come your way, and if it do come your way, it ain't going to be bad. You don't want to tempt the Lord. you do not want to tempt the Lord. Amos, I got one of Amos. Amos, then Zephaniah. Let's get them two. Amos chapter 5 and the Most High will pass in judgment. Yep. Let's go. Let's go Amos chapter 5 verse 16. Therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all the streets. Yeah. The Lord said wailing gonna be in all the streets. Not Satan. The devil is busy. No, the Lord. Amos 5 and 16. Therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord saith, thus wailing shall be in all the streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning, and such as are skillful in lamentations to wailing. And in all vineyards shall be wailing. For I will pass through thee, saith the Lord. For I will pass through thee, saith the Lord. Going back to them spirits created from vengeance, them angels that the Lord is holding back right now. To the servants are sealed in their forehead. 18. Amos chapter 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Yeah, so we understand what the day of the Lord gonna be. So going back to it, you praying opposite of what the scriptures say, that ain't gonna help. That ain't gonna help none. The prophecies gonna work when they work, man. But the prophecies gonna work when they work. You can't stop it. Zephaniah. That's where we going next. Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. Let's read that one again. Zephaniah chapter 2 and 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Going back to it, Israel is the only one. Ultimately, everybody going to get judged, but judgment begins with the house of the Lord. Israel the only one that's going to get judged according to what they was not doing in the scriptures. Israel. The rest of the nations wasn't supposed to be following the Bible anyway, so they don't matter. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. It may be. It may be. You don't know. Unless you predestined, you don't know. You got no clue. We got no clue. Where that's at, predestined. Let's get that. Yep. Blessed be Ephesians 1 and 3. Blessed be the power and Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. So right there, there's another scripture right there showing you clearly there's two separate beings, two separate entities. Blessed be the power and Father of Yahweh, our Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places and anointed, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. Before the foundation of the world. Yeah, we was already predestined. Before the foundation of the world, you was chosen. So ain't nothing you gonna do. You can't mess it up. You can't. If you in the book, you can't even mess it up. You in the book, you not gonna mess it up. You might do some shit somebody else don't agree with or see it your way, but if you written in the book, ain't nothing you can do to mess it up. You in the book. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Before him in love. Going back to what I was saying. So yeah, you are the elect and you rub this guy the wrong way. So what? Because his feelings is hurt, you gonna get scratched out the book. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Hamashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. According to the good pleasure of his will. So yeah, so you know, you sit around, you think about things. I'm like, hey man, keep teaching and just hope and pray I'm in the book. Don't worry about nothing else. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about him, her. Don't worry about none of that shit. Just hope that I'm written in the book of life and that the Lord keep the spirit on me to keep teaching, man, until the end. And then just, hey, wait and see. That's all you can do. Wait and see how it play out. Watch these prophecies, man. Watch these prophecies. Watch these prophecies. Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah, we know that going back to what I was saying, the prophecy is going to come. Prophecy is going to come. Our clock is not the same as the Lord's clock. One day with the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So the Lord's clock is not our clock. You know what I mean? You don't know when the Lord's clock gonna ring. That alarm clock gonna ring off. You don't know. Get a few more. Back to it. Let's get it. Let's go Luke 13. One of my faves. I think it's 13:26, right? Around about there. Yeah, Luke chapter 13 and 23. Luke 13 and 23. Then said one unto him, Lord, are there few that be saved? And he said unto them, strive to enter in at the strait gate, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in, and shall not be able. When once the man, this is red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking. When once the master of the house is risen up, and have shut to the door, and ye begin to stand without, and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. And he shall answer and say unto you, I know you not whence ye are. Then shall ye begin to say, we have eaten and drunk in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets. But he shall say, I tell you, I know you not, whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. Yeah. So you got men like myself out here teaching right now that feel they got a strong case for being of the elect. Ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna make it. And even keeping that thought in your mind, a head would say, oh, remember a head said, oh, that's a demon. Cause what? Cause I'm not set, knowing, believing, don't have no understanding that, hey, I might not make it. That's a lot of pride to think just because you out here teaching, calling on the names, you of the elect. That's a lot of pride right there. But that go back to what I was saying earlier, man. Not being concerned about nobody. No, you know what I'm saying? Because I done learned I done seen a lot of stuff, man. I done seen a lot of stuff. I'm going to leave it at that. I done seen a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. How so-called brothers move, I done seen a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And it's crazy. I was like, they say, oh, you supposed to come out of the world. You supposed to lead them worldly brothers alone and this and this and that. Hey, I'm like, sometimes I be like, shit, brothers in the world probably would have dealt with me better than how I got dealt with. Word up. Word up. That's a fact. Where I was going. Oh, I know now. Second entry, second. But it's all good. Ain't even worry about it. Let's go 2nd Esdras chapter 7. Let's start at 1 and read down. 2nd Esdras 7 and 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these things, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night afore. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case of the entrance where narrow and like a river, going back to that straight gate, right? Position of difficulty. You know what I'm saying? Straight gate. Five. But again, if you predestined, you gonna make it through. If not, you not. Who then? 5. 2nd Esdras 7 and 5. Who then is also another thing, a city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. And only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, It is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, Even so also is Israel's portion. Yeah, man. So if you gonna get into heaven and it's gonna be, you gonna make it in, or you written in a book, and you not gonna be tried, you not gonna be tested, you not gonna be put through nothing, how can you really say you achieved anything? It was easy. All you had to do was put on a garment and come out here with a 12 tribe sign and call on the names of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, and you good money. That's it. You don't got nothing else to worry about. Let's see, we got 23 and 19. Let's go Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 23. Let's start at 16. Two sorts of men multiply sin, and a third will bring wrath. A hot mind is as a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed. A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he have kindled a fire. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness, the walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 23 and 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness, the walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. Yeah. He knew all things, 20. He knew all things ever they were created. So also, after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspected not, he shall be taken. Huh? This man, 23, Sirach 23 and 21. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspected not, he shall be taken. So again, you know, am I going off by understanding that I know I ain't saved till I get on the chariots? Nobody know they saved? That's a demon? Yeah, I gotta throw my little shots every now and then, because I ain't come out, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing, I ate it. You know what I mean? But yeah, shit was definitely wrong. Unnecessary. But we move on. Second King. Definitely unnecessary. Names, the slander, definitely unnecessary. And brothers know too. Brothers sat back and watched, but it's all good. Second Kings chapter 19 and 35. Right? Going back to them angels getting busy. Yeah, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go 32. 2 Kings 19 and 32. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into the city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shield, nor cast a bank against it. By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come into this city, saith the Lord. For I will defend this city. Going back to Jerusalem being a people before it's a place. So talk about defending Jerusalem, the people, the city, the people. By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come into this city, saith the Lord. For I will defend this city to save it, for my own sake, and for my servant David's sake. And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians. See? Going back to them spirits, them angels, created for vengeance. When the Lord that's being held back right now. And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. Wow. Say that the Lord, matter of fact, let's get that one. The corpse is going to be stretched from here to there, man. Yeah, I gotta watch heads. Edomites still calling, leaving me stupid ass voice messages and shit like that. So they pull up, I gotta watch. Stay on point. Isaiah chapter 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Yeah. And the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. Yeah, 128. Keep getting it. Keep getting it. And I had real problems in my life. So a head calling me on the phone threatening me, that ain't shit. That ain't shit to me. I had real problems, man. Oh, was trying to kill me. I've been in a war. Shit, growing up in Brooklyn. In my day, it was a damn war. Let's go. Psalms 104:1. Bless the Lord, O my sword, O my soul, O Lord, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with the garment, who stretches out the heaven like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirits, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers of flame and fire. Going back to them angels, them spirits created for vengeance. Them angels being held back right now. The Lord is the one, when it come time and you start seeing the corpses everywhere, it's going to be the Lord that does this. And we getting closer and closer and closer to those times, man. Psalms 104:4, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers of flaming fire, who laid the foundations of the earth, that it should not be removed forever. So when we talk about the nuclear destruction, the scriptures talk about them arrows of indignation, which is the last plague. The earth gonna still be here, man. Earth gonna still be here. That's that. I think that's Ecclesiastes 1:4. 11:42. Yeah. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. We just read that in Psalms 104:5. The earth is going to be here, man. The earth remaineth. The earth going to be here. We, according to his promise, look for a new earth and a new heaven wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. But we getting closer and closer, and you should be redeeming the times, man, because the days are evil. Matter of fact, let's get those two, and we probably close out. I think the first we get here. Second Esdras chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when ye see, and these are the signs you're supposed to be looking for, man. The things you're supposed to be looking for, the things we see. All these food recalls, it's already another hurricane already done formed already. This one just passed. It's already another, as a matter of fact, it's two out there right now. It's two, this one, by the time this one hit land, hit Florida, it was already two more hurricanes out there already formed. Already two. They already got the next one named already. I forgot what the name of it is. It's already formed. And it's coming this way. The thing is it going to hit Florida? Is it going to come up on the Florida side? Or is it going to come up on the Louisiana side? It's already formed. Or is it going to hit Texas? It's already formed. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, they tell you, you don't see uproars of the people around the world, other countries. See, they got a strike. They striking right now here in Garner. I think, is it Amazon? think it's the Amazon work. Somebody striking right here. Uproars every place, man. Uproars every place. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Even from the beginning. So going back to it, everything in it that's happening is already set. It's set. It's set for a set time that only the Lord know. Yeah, you're going to see the signs. You're going to be able to see the signs according to what the scriptures say, prophecies say will take place. They heating up. The prophecies of the scriptures is heating up, man. They heating up. For like as all, 2nd Esdras 9 and 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings in effect and signs. And everyone that shall be saved, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For listen to this, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So going back to it, you got faith, you got works, but you got to be sanctified from the beginning. You got to be predestined. So if you're not predestined, you're not written in the book of life, you don't have that dawah, that exemption from judgment, you're not predestined to be of the elect, ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do. And you're a fool if you don't keep that in mind. You are a fool. You are a foolish person if you thinking that, oh, I know the truth. I know the names of the Lord. I'm watching videos or I'm teaching on the highway. I made it. You're a fool if you thinking like that. You're a fool. And I would tell you that to your face. That's foolish thinking right there. That's foolish thinking. Might not call you a fool, that thought process. You thinking that way is foolish. And you telling somebody else that, you lying to them and you setting them up for failure. Oh, you know you're an Israelite. You know the names of the Lord. You good money now. You lying to them. You lying to them and you setting them up for failure. You better tell them they better fear the Lord and pray and hope. 2nd Esdras 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, going back to I read the scripture earlier, where even though you have not known the Lord, you was receiving benefits. That's because it just wasn't your time yet to be judged. Wasn't your time yet. Wasn't your time yet. And your time could up all the way up until you on the chariot. You on the chariot escaping destruction. Your time could come, man. At any time, even up to that. Because it said, we read the scripture, Lord, Lord, was I not out here preaching in the streets? Casting out devils in your name? And the Lord said, I don't know you, man. So all the way up to the very end, it could be your time, man. For such as in 2nd Esdras 9 and 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. The same must know it after death by pain. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Huh? Second Esdras 9 and 15. I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter. This Esdras coming back again. Sounding like he coming back again. I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop, like as a wave is greater than a drop, and he answered me, saying, like as the field is, so is also the seed, as the flower be, such as the colors also, such as the workman is, such also is the work. And as the husbandman is himself, so is the husbandry also. And as the husbandman is himself, so is the husbandry also. For it was the time of the world. Yeah, man. I think I had another one. I can't remember the other one. Measuring. Oh, okay, I got it. Came back. Measuring the times in itself. We get this one. We close out Ephesians. Right? 15, 17. What? A brother said one time, since he came in the truth, he met the best of brothers and the worst of brothers. Ephesians chapter 5 and 14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and anointed shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Therefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Yeah, man. So yeah, we in some evil times, man. So yeah, so the water, or whoever stepped in, checked in, we gonna close out. I'm gonna say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakadash. Salute to the man teaching the fullness of the scriptures in these times. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, remain spiritual out there. Shalom, Israel. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom, Israel.